Hey, you guys, it is Talk Safety to Me, Safety Talk with Apostle Erica Monet Glenn, and this is day 40. Oh my gosh, I gotta give myself a round of applause. Consistency is a beautiful thing, you guys. Amen. Amen. So this talk is gonna actually be dedicated to the ladies, okay? So I was gonna go another route, but this is something the Lord is placing in my spirit about, being mindful of keeping your information safe and keeping another woman's information safe. Amen. So as a missionary, I've traveled, okay, throughout the United States, okay, and I've also been out of the United States. And one of the things that I've noticed, about places that, where women could gather, it could be a woman's shelter, it could be a woman home, whatever the case may be. One of the mistakes you guys can make is giving out your address, okay, meaning people who don't live in the facility, okay, or the establishment, giving them the address, and not only are you putting yourself in a safety risk, but you're also you're also risking the lives of others. Amen. For instance, when I was in Nashville, Tennessee in 2018 doing mission work, there was a woman's home, okay? I had the opportunity. I was actually selected out of a shelter, okay? So I was in a woman's shelter. Then this woman came and she was talking about, a home where this house is actually being used by a church where they house women, to get them on their feet. But it's a little bit, of course, it's definitely different from a shelter. Like, you literally pay rent, and then out of that you go to work, whatever the case may be. But of course, everybody's responsibility is to keep the house clean. There's still a curfew. And then one of the things I've learned too is, like, if you're getting picked up, okay, or you're trying to meet someone, she strongly suggested that you meet them down the block or around the corner. Don't give out the address, because there was a situation years before that where a woman, I guess her boyfriend had the address, they broke up, okay, and he came there disrupting the peace, being very loud, being aggressive, not only just with her, but with the other women residents, with the other women tenants. So now you see where I'm going with this, okay? So if you know someone stays in the shelter or you stay in the shelter, you don't have to give out that address. I strongly suggest that if you're getting picked up by Uber or whatever the case may be, having someone pick you up, meet their behinds around the corner somewhere. Go down the block if you can. I mean, I can understand if you like handicap, and I get it. It may be your situation may be a little different, but if you got legs that work totally fine, stop being lazy. Okay, because you never know what's going on in a person's mind, and I am big on safety. The same thing applies to you fellas, okay? For instance, I always tell people, when you leave work at work, okay? Unless you're working from home, but you still got to have boundaries. Some of y'all take work home. Home should be a place where you get there's rest, it's peaceful, and you're safe. You should not have to be like, okay, everybody and their mom has my address. Everyone and their mom has access to get inside my house. This is why I always tell people, if you live in a gated community, you might want to change that PIN code, because when you guys, I've seen it before, because again, I've done different things like Uber, DoorDash, and all that. And one of the things that so many customers were doing, they would give you the PIN code. Of course, I'm not worried about me. Like, once I use your stuff, that's it. Like, I discard of it. I don't need that information. But if that information gets in the wrong hands, now someone has a PIN code or a code to get into the gated community. People always say, oh, it never happens in our community. I always tell people, guess what? Trouble travels. Look at some of these cases in the world that we see today. People say, oh, the person that was caught, who committed the crime, don't even live in a community. So I need y'all to be more aware of your surroundings and stop just giving out this information, sensitive information that can put you in harm's way and put others in harm's way. Stop being so selfish. If you don't care about your safety, that's between you and the God you serve. But stop putting everybody else in a risky situation by, if you live in a place like a shelter, in a group home, in a woman's home, a man's home, in a juvie, whatever the case may be. Everyone should not have to have your address. Okay? Everybody has the right to privacy. It's just like if someone random walks into a shelter or walks into a hospital or just any place, that's like going into the hospital, and they be like, oh, I need this person's medical records. They can't, based on the HIPAA law, you cannot just give out someone's medical records. Just like a shelter. If someone wants to walk into the shelter and say, hey, does this person stay here? Or, what? They can't tell you that. They can't say yes or no. Come on now, I'm coming to you guys as a human rights consultant, because I am a human rights consultant as well. Outside of being an apostle and the other hats that I wear, I definitely have to bring this information forward, because again, a lot of y'all just giving out this information and you wondering why, let's just say, danger is always finding you. One of the things about it, I don't play about my safety, and you will not put me in harm's way. That, whether we're roommates, college roommates, it don't matter. I'm not going to let no one put me in harm's way because you guys are reckless with your information. Amen. Amen. Again, this is Talk Safety to Me. Safety Talk with Apostle Erica Monet Glenn. Day 40. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow because it's getting real good. Real good with these safety tips. Amen. God bless.